Guys, so one of my coworkers told me, he said that my videos are like podcasts. I think that's true. I haven't even really thought about it, but it really is like a podcast. Like this is what they do in podcasts. They just sit there and then they talk and they podcast. So maybe this is what it is. Jimmy's podcast. What's on Jimmy's mind? What's on my mind today? Today I'm thinking about the bigger picture. Why do I say this? Because well, in my instance, I'm quitting just drugs in general. I'm not saying I'm not gonna go to the club and have a ball. I'm not an alcoholic though, because drinking by myself is something that I've never done. Like I've never understood the reasoning behind it. But again, it's something I don't understand, so it's not something I'm gonna judge. But I'm not alcohol never had that effect on me to make me want to like just be at home with the bottle and just start drinking. I've had countless house parties before, and a lot of the time I have a lot of liquor extra. I wouldn't even bat an eye to it. If I go in the cabinet, I wouldn't even look at it because it just seeing it there, I'm like, no occasion, nothing special. Why would I drink it? But for weed, it was slightly different for me. It was something I was really reliant on, but now I want to throw it away because, well, the bigger picture in life, I speak about a lot of the time on my channel, all the things that I want to do for the people that I love. But then if I really put it into a narrative with what I'm doing in life and the smoking and the vaping, it's like, how do I plan to do all of this if I'm shortening my lifespan within every toke of that vape? That's why I just chose just weed. I just want to let it go. It's something that I've been doing for a long time. Like before I hit puberty, I was smoking weed. Okay, before I hit 16 years old, trust me, I was smoking weed. So it kind of had like such a fall off on me. And even vaping, I was vaping for a long ass time too. When I was smoking weed, I was smoking weed. But then when I found out a little vape, I got on that vape bad, like badly. But now when I really think about it, and when I start thinking about the future, and then when I actually think about the things that I'm saying in my YouTube, I'm like, the alignment of it doesn't make sense. Because again, how do I plan on going that far and doing all this within the lifespan that I have with a body that's not even going to sustain that long? And I feel like a lot of people, when they're vaping, you're thinking, well, nothing's happening right now. Oh, it's not affecting me right now, yada, yada, yo. But then it's future wise where these things catch up to you. Just because something's not taking an immediate effect right now, just because you don't feel your lungs bursting out of your chest, you don't feel them popcorn lungs hitting, babes, that don't mean it's not coming for you later. And that shit scares me. That's why, let me swallow, because when I rewatch my videos and I be swallowing loud as hell. Like I got a mouthful of saliva. Well, chill. But that's why some things just gotta, if you really want to think about the bigger picture, because I feel like a lot, just for me wise, I was really just sitting in the moment and thinking about the now and how it's making me feel now. But now that I've started like really caring about my future, I just thought, this isn't it. What I'm doing isn't it. How do I want to live a long, fantastic life and just do all the things I can for people with a broken body that's going to catch up to me later? That's why I need to put that down. And it's not even just a topic of drugs. It's the same thing with like a toxic love, you could say. How do you want to live a beautiful life, a happy life, a life that's just a life of beauty, but then you're in a toxic relationship with someone who's just destroying you? I've been there before. And when again I was looking at the smaller picture and how it's making me feel now, I love the feeling that I had in the moment. But then when I thought about it for the long run, I thought, well, this wasn't going to lead me to a place of happiness. This was just going to be the death of me. And I wrote that before. I wrote it in one of my notebooks that if I probably wouldn't be, if I weren't to die to a disease or anything of the sorts, then what would probably be the thing that killed me would be love, because I know what it could do to me. And that's when I knew that with that person in specific, I had to let it go, because this life that I wanted wasn't the life that, it wasn't the life that was gonna come out of this situation. So you had to let it go, because again, don't think about how these things make you feel now. Don't think about how it's helping you now. You know, you really have to think about the long run. Again, vape, I understand vape is sometimes might help you like quit smoking in some senses or whatever the case may be. It might help with stress. I can admit vape helps me. I don't want to say with stress because I'm not really stressed out, to be honest. But vape helps me just feel level headed sometimes. But still, I just became reliant on things that I never needed. Before, when I was stressed out, I didn't need these things. Actually, I can't say that because if I saw I was smoking since I was a teenager, that wouldn't make sense. But you have to learn to deal with things on your own accord. Once upon a time, there wasn't any drugs, so people had to find natural ways to deal with things. And that's what I want to do. I don't want to rely on things that are killing me. If I picked up a pen and a paper and started jotting down my feelings, well, I'm not harming my body in the long run. So why not just sit and write, you know? Why not just, this also, you know, I feel like making these videos helps me so much to just get things off my chest and just feel open. I am being open-minded all the time on here, but it just allows me to get so many worries and things that I think about off my chest. That's why YouTube is such an amazing route. For there's certain people, depending on what you want to do is different, but YouTube really allowed me to, it helped me a lot with opening up with myself and being more vulnerable and actually just speaking out loud without feeling judged. And I love that for myself. And now that I found like different measures to go about things and deal with things, then I don't feel like things that are harming my body and going to destroy me to be useful anymore. That's why I just want to, I haven't been smoking since the last video I made. I think it was 2 days ago. I've been feeling very good. I've been feeling, I've been noticing that my thoughts, they're coming back to me and things are starting to make more sense, and I'm not looking at myself in another light. And I really love that for myself. And that's a feeling that I wouldn't want to let go. And you see, that's a feeling that I want to take with me to my future because it's helping me get there. And that's why I just want to be sober for the most part. Weed is something that I will probably let it go for a long time, but you know, I can't make no promises because again, life is unpredictable. Sometimes you just get put in situations where you just can't help but say no. But for now, I really see it for myself that weed for me, it gotta go. The vape for me, it gotta go. These things help me at some point, but they're no longer of aid to me. So let that shit go, guys. Learn to find remedies that are not going to destroy your body, that are not going to destroy you in the long run. Because if you do want to live a long, beautiful, peaceful life, those toxins in your lungs, that liquor in your kidney, that shit catches up to you. Think wisely, babes. Really, oh, I didn't even realize my phone's about to fall off the fucking desk. Oops. Really think about the bigger picture. That's really what this video is about. Think about the bigger picture. Which picture is bigger, guys? Which picture is bigger? Which picture is bigger, guys? This one? This one right here? Or this one? I think this one. That's the bigger picture. Okay, I'm done. I'm done trolling for real because I'm clocking out for the night because I just got to finish this shift, guys. But I always got time for you guys. I love you guys down. I hope you love me too. And if you don't, I love you nonetheless. And that's all for today. My hands smell so good. I got this new coconut cream. Oh my gosh, it smells so delicious. Okay, I'm going off track. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.